Hello, guys. We are back. This might be my favorite episode, so I'm going to be on repeat because this week we are talking about marriage, midlife, and wanting to smack your husband. It is my everyday daily task. But if your relationship changes when you change, midlife brings on the heat. We are about to get raw. We are about to talk about things and we are about ready to explain why that smacking your husband comes into my brain 24/7. Just really discuss life. But before we tap into that, I love to hear how your week went, Irene. So talk to me about your week.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Messy Middle. So, my week was actually very productive and I got so many things done. But in the production and being productive, I overwhelmed myself. So, right now in my brain, I have like two or three big projects that I am working on, but I can't work on all of them at the same time because nothing's going to get done. So I need to kind of sit with myself, think about each project, because each one is really, it's a big ask. It's a big goal that I'm planning on launching or revealing in 2026. So I know it's going to take months to get it done. So I really need to like zone in and see which one I do. And I tend to do that to myself. I tend to overwhelm myself, but I just need to take some time this weekend and say, okay, Irene, which one feels most authentic to you right now? They all light me up, so it's not a matter of being excited about it, but which one do I want to work on now?
So are they more like personal goals or is it more work for your job?
No, they're kind of personal, but they're more like personal for my health coaching.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm working, there's two or three big things in the background, and I need to figure out which one I want to start with. So
All right.
I'll let you know. Very exciting stuff. How about you, Teresa? How was your week?
My week was hell. I use the term I'm going through Satan's fire daily. A good friend of mine, I try to stay on my spiritual path, but a good friend of mine
Right.
was like, keep on saying faith over fear, faith over fear.
Mm-hmm.
So, my life is a little tricky, right? My husband doesn't work. I am the sole breadwinner. So, like, the world is on me.
Mm.
We're in a tricky time. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But, like when I get really frustrated and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is too much. Like, I feel like I'm in like Satan's hell from like dealing with two kids, right? Like their
Mm-hmm.
emotional life, they're at 1 to 18 and she's going through all the trials of college, living on her own and having this freedom where she thinks like I could shit out like dollar bills, but she really needs $100 bill every 5 seconds. Um,
Oh,
and then I have this 14-year-old who just entered high school and he has a weird sense of freedom. So it's like, hey, I'm going to the plaza. I need $20. Hey, I'm going here. I need $20. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, that ATM right there. So I feel like this week was just like it was a trial for me. I felt like it was like ups and downs and like, I want my kids to enjoy these things, but it's like at the same
but
time, it's like I have bills to pay and
right.
I'm trying to do this. So like this week was like it was Satan's fire.
I'm so sorry. But like you, Teresa, I'm also the sole breadwinner right now. It wasn't always like that. And I know that you and I are
Same,
very similar
same.
in that. So, it's hard. It's hard to carry this big load. As women, we carry a lot. We take care of the kids, make sure they get to school on time, taking care of dinner, laundry, house bills, the list goes on and on and on. And then now to have this financial strain on you as well really is just, not I don't want to say unbearable, but it really adds to that weight that we're already carrying.
Yeah.
So let's dive in.
So, last week when we were talking about like what should we talk about and all these things, it's crazy. I think episode 5 is perfect to discuss like did you ever look at your husband, which I just did 10 minutes ago before I closed the door and was like I need my time and think I love you and I do. Like, right? We've been
Mhm, of
together
course.
since 1998. I've survived this
Wow.
long, but you're really annoying me. And there are moments where I'm like, did you always breathe that loud? Like, do you have a deviated septum? Like, is there a problem? Is it like, should we be worried about like your breathing habits? Because I hear it and you're really annoying me.
Oh my god, I completely understand, and it's so crazy and wild, the ride that we're on in marriage, how 1 minute you can feel so seen, and then the next minute you wanna stab him in the eye, and it's like these 2 opposite end of emotions. It's crazy.
It's an aggressive feeling at moments. It's like, "I love you," and I do, right? Like, we've been through hell and
Mhm.
back. God, the word hell is, like, my thing tonight.
That's your thing tonight, yep.
That's my
Fire, hell, sure.
But I have to say, like, it's just like, there are moments where I was like, "Shit, like, you're really annoying to me, and is it my menopause? Is it life? Is it just you've been with somebody for so long and they're your person?" But, like, I have that crazy to-do list, right? Like, I
Mhm.
have that mental load. I have to keep track of everything. It's exhausting.
Yep,
I am the lunatic, so you're crazy on certain things. My crazy, just so you know, I
right.
wake up at 5 AM. I have a family calendar that I write in every Sunday. I have a
Okay.
team board that I write the what happens, and then I do a family group text. So for him to say, "So tomorrow I'm taking who, where, what am I doing again?" And it's like,
Wow.
there were 3
I
options.
thought I thought for me creating a digital family calendar was good, but you take it to the next level with texting everyone too, like, wow. So now the answer to when people when my husband, "What are we doing?" I said, "It's in the calendar. It's in the family calendar. You downloaded Google Calendar, it's on your phone, use it." Like, I can't be bothered with you asking every 5 minutes, "What are we doing? Where are the kids? What are they?" No, no. You're an adult. Look at the Google Calendar.
I think mine
Yeah.
must be hooked on phonics because for some odd reason, the speaking, the texting, the talking, the reading, none of it connects. So I'm like, did we learn sign language when we were dating? Because I don't remember that part
Wait.
of our relationship.
Here, you know what I'm sending you? I'm gonna send you these. You know what these are? Post-its.
I'm gonna have
You
to
can
have them
post
all over.
So, but anyway, for real though, like I feel that once we hit that midlife, there was a switch, right? And I don't know if it was coming of age, like we came into ourselves, like we talked about that we have arrived.
Mhm,
What was it, episode 3 when we talked about menopause and we have arrived, or
mhm,
even last week. And suddenly I am so more self-aware.
mm.
And I can't put up with the bullshit anymore. Like, I'm so less tolerant of the emotional baggage that I had been carrying for so long. I don't know. And then we realize, wait, I'm mad about the socks on the floor, but I'm always mad that I always have to pick them up. So just do it. Like, I don't understand. Like, after all these years, just we're adults here. Take care of your shit and let's move on.
It's not really about the socks on the floor, right? It's like that feeling about
No.
feeling unseen, right? So it's like
Hmm.
sexy to me is not like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because I'm not doing great.
No, that ship sailed.
Hair sort of falling out. I'm dyeing my eyebrows. Like, I'm in a weird
Hmm.
place. Sexy is like, "Oh, that laundry's done. It's folded and it's put away." To
Right?
me,
Absolutely.
like, "Hey, that is all right. Now we're talking, brother." Like,
Absolutely. 100%. So let me ask you, when did you first notice a shift in your relationship?
wow. So this is a hard one, right? So we went
Yeah.
through, like, I want to say 6 years ago when his dad passed away, we went some really trying times. Like, it was rough. Like, it was like,
Mhm.
we were really always good, like ups and downs. But then his dad passed away and it went dark. And then we got better. But I have to say, like, now he's like living his best life, right? He's not working. His main responsibility is going to the gym. And what time does he wanna go to the gym where he's with weightlifting guys, or does he wanna go to the gym where he's doing the cardio aspect? So his day is pretty difficult. It's tough day.
So tough, so
And
tough.
then to remember what time his son comes home, because he only called me 3 times, like 911 at work today. Couldn't remember what time his son got out of school, but there was 3 options to
Mhm.
look at before he blew up my phone. So I have to say, like, now he's living his best life, but now I hate him because he is living his best life.
Right, and is it I think this I it sounds like you're, like, a little envious.
Oh, yeah, like, I wanna be
Yeah,
going to the gym, and I wanna, like, not care about, like, anything.
of course.
And have, like, those moments of, like, I'm not overstretched, I'm not
Mhm.
underloved, like, I wanna have those moments of, like, if you ask me one more question, I might take my fork and stab you.
Right? So, but I don't think it's rage. I think you're exhausted,
Yep.
right? You're carrying all this weight on your shoulders and you want a little release. You want to be able to just like let loose and maybe not think about all the things you have to do. Your never-ending to-do list just for a couple of hours.
Mhm.
And we're not afforded that luxury, right? Because it really is a luxury for
Yeah.
some of us. And so for me, it had to probably happen. When was the shift? I think right after COVID, when we all went back to work. And we had made a conscious decision that he would stay home because
Mhm.
that year after COVID, kids were in school, they were not in school. And being that I had to be in school every single day, we made that conscious decision. And then that 1 year turned into two, turned into three, and now we're in year five.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, so now what? What's your passion? What do you want to do? You have the opportunity here to like reinvent yourself.
Mhm.
And if it was me and somebody gave me that gift, oh my gosh, I have 100 things on my list that I would do
Oh,
to make
definitely.
myself productive, right? And I have to stop and think because he's not like me, right? I'm a very
Yeah.
type A personality. If I put something in my mind, I'm gonna start like the minute we hang up the phone, I'm already working on that project. And I have to take a step back so many times not to allow it, my feelings and my type A personality to get in the way of supporting him. And it's so hard, so hard, especially when you're on opposite sleeping schedules or waking up schedules. And I'm sure you're probably feeling the same thing, right?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. And it's interesting because, like, as women, like, I mean, at least I know for myself, like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what gets me to tick, right? Like, my kids
Right.
are world, right? So it's like, I live for the calls. My daughter now, like, our new relationship is that, when she gets dressed in the morning, she FaceTimes me and I'm
Hmm.
just doing my makeup and we're talking about everything. So that's how I'm building my relationship with her because it's a different type of,
Right.
we're both in different worlds right now. My son and I, we're building relationships on like when I come home, how was your day? Talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. How are you feeling? So
Right.
like I'm in that phase with them where it's not like they're mommy, I need you, right? Because they
Right.
need me in a different way. It's more of a mental way, just being a friend way, and then an ATM.
Right.
But
Of course.
with him, our relationship is different because it used to be based upon our kids. A little bit about my son's schedule, but he really does own that. But our relationship is not really where it's that like parenting relationship.
Mm,
Now he's trying to find himself and I'm trying to not lose myself, right? Like you and I are doing this
yeah.
thing where we're texting each other wins. I go to the gym now because I've been very
Right.
conscious on my skincare because of us. So it's like I'm trying to not lose myself, and that's the hard part right
Right.
now. I'm doing everything. Would
100%.
I rather just sit on the couch and eat a freaking donut? Yes, but I need
Yes.
to do laundry, I need to do all these things, I have to walk the dog. So it's like I'm in a different part of my life as well.
So, the big question I think that is on everyone's mind is what happens to that intimacy? What happens to the desires? Everything shifts, right? Our hormones are changing. We're like all over the place. We run hot, we run cold. It's like, touch me, don't touch me. The foot comes close to mine and I'm like, oh my God, don't touch me because like I need to get my sleep so I can get to work tomorrow. So it's like, nope, we're not having any of that. And now I'm more aware of it. So it's like the stress, the kids, everything in the intimacy department for me has definitely changed.
I mean, listen, you can't pour into your marriage if your tank is empty, right? So
Ah,
I know
yep.
like a couple of years ago, I went to the gynecologist and I was like, is something wrong with me? Like, I'm really like, I don't want to be bothered. And he said,
Hmm.
tell me about your day. And I listed my day. And he goes, I wouldn't want to be bothered either. He's like, you haven't stopped. So it's like we're trying to figure out who we are outside of our relationship, right? So like I feel like we're back into now this dating zone. So we're like back
Mm-hmm.
to how was your day? Because he picks me up from the bus every day. And I'm like, I was just waiting 5 minutes. I texted you 20 minutes ago. You couldn't be here on time. He's like, oh, you had a great day. And I'm like, well, I didn't want to wait. But it's like, I had to wait 10 minutes. Chill out, Teresa. But I'm like, you should be there waiting for me.
But you should take that as a sign of like your own quiet time, right?
Right.
Like Because I know while you're at work or even while you're on the bus, there's just so much going on. So even if it's just 10 minutes, just enjoy it. Find the joy in that silence. Find the joy in that alone time. So maybe next week we can like work on that together. We can work on finding joy in the silence and being alone.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, listen, you know what I've been doing? Like, when I get annoyed now,
Mhm.
I've been, like, popping in my little ear pods, and I listen to a quick little podcast, something to
Love it.
reset my mind.
Oh, you mean like the Messy Middle Unfiltered?
Yes, everybody, you should be listening to us.
Yeah, you should be listening to us.
But I do find my own now I'm realizing instead of, like, battling, which I wanna say 6 months ago, like, that would have been, like, I would put on my army gear, slick my hair back in a bun, and ready to go at him.
The
It's
Vaseline and just yeah.
just go there, and now I'm like, "Shit, like, no, I just blew out my hair, I don't wanna get sweaty because 'cause I'm gonna sweat naturally," and now
Uh-huh.
I pick my battles.
Yes.
And I kind of laugh, like, at the stupid nonsense that happens. So it's
Yeah.
like, there are different ways to laugh first, fight later. Like, I
Yes.
think we could do that now, but it is interesting how we have to, like, reframe our mind as we're getting older, right? And as
Right.
we're growing throughout these relationships because
Right.
they are evolving.
100%. I think it's also that, that intimacy piece looks different now too, right? It's not about, having sex, but it's more about let's just connect in a different way. And I like what you said before. It's almost like we're getting back to our dating time because all these years, same thing with me. I have a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old. Everything's about the kids. Where's Anastasia? Where's Victoria? Who am I picking up? Who am I dropping off? And then there's days where both girls are out and it's just the two of us. And it's like, oh, we have to like reconnect again. I have to reconnect with myself, right? Who
Mhm.
am I?
Yep.
Finding a community, finding your tribe, right? We talked about that. Also, then reconnecting with your spouse.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, because you've evolved, right? When we met them back in the late 90s, early thousands, we were different people then. And
Oh, I was
over the
fist
years,
pumping. I was like, getting my groove. I was like, "Oh, you want an attitude? There's 15 of you. They're at my door." I was feeling good. Now it's like, "Oh god, I gotta hold on to this one."
I know, exactly, and it's like, okay, so what do we do then? So, for me, I've been trying to just, really listen to whatever he is sharing and really be present. So that's something that I have to work on because my brain, like I said, tends to have like 100 other things going on. And it's like, nope, I'm gonna listen to whatever you're telling me right now because I know this is important for you. I want to connect with him. And maybe once a month, when the girls are out, we can, even if we don't go out to dinner, maybe just sit together, just the two of us, and just
Yeah.
talk or just watch TV, whatever it is. I don't even care what's on TV anymore. I just want to be able to find a nice way to reconnect.
I love that. It's,
Yeah.
like, so funny, like, I had to remind myself, and I did hear this probably from something that I read, you have to
Mhm.
you chose this person, right?
Right.
Like, I chose him. I actually found him, like, we met mutually through friends, but, like, I
Right.
chose him, right? Like,
Right.
and like obviously life evolves, kids evolve. You go through your hurdles of your ups and your downs, but like I might not feel the same way I felt when I first met you, but I'm not that person anymore, right? Like
Exactly.
I am a different person now. And for better or worse, like, as I'm growing, he's growing, and now it's time to feel that same way. Maybe not every day,
Mm.
but
Mhm.
most days. And really, like, I love what you just said when you said, like, really learning how to, like, reconnect
Mhm.
and sometimes he needs to vent. And I'm like, what the beep do you need to vent about? You went to the gym today. You picked up your son from baseball practice. Your
Right.
life is perfect, but he's going through his own mental stuff, right?
Absolutely.
And he's
Absolutely.
going through it, and I think that's the biggest thing is, like, we're all evolving, and we're evolving together and
Right.
finding those moments.
Mhm. Yeah, 100%. So, ladies, if you are in that phase where your partner drives you crazy, just know you're not alone, right? We're all there. We're all there, right? And so just finding ways to love differently because it's not easy, right? But it's real. So the lust that you had in your 20s now is different, right? Like you said, we chose this person, we still love them, but at the
Mhm.
same time, we need to find a way not to smack them.
Yeah, I love it. So, talk to your partners about evolving your needs. Talk about it's okay to say, like, you know what, not now. You could laugh, you could cry, you could hide in the bathroom. You can actually
You
reach
like
out
to
to
do, yeah,
Irene.
absolutely. Yeah.
With Irene and I, we both went right in there. We were like, oh, yeah, whip out the Vaseline. She wants. So we have your back. I hope this really helped you guys. And, Irene's going to load this up and do what she normally does. She's the best.
Absolutely, my friend. So if this episode hit home, please share it with your girlfriends. And if you're brave enough, share it with your husband. And let's see if he listens and, says, hey, something? It's not just us. We're all in this together. We're not alone. So, friends, this is the Messy Middle Unfiltered, where love is real, growth is messy. And remember, you're not broken. You're just tired. Bye for now. See you guys next week.
Bye, guys.